Yeah. Hey yo. How? Okay. Just popping up. What do we got going? Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Trying to fix. Oh, hold on. Peace to the. Okay. I have no way of seeing the damn chat, y'all. So I got to pull this shit up on my phone. You feel me? First of all, anybody who joins this video, I need mic check 1000%. You know, mic check. Because, like I said, this is a brand new setup we got going. We got going tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and do that. And do that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Peace to the gods. Okay. I need a mic check. Okay, boom. We got somebody that can hear me. Okay, boom. Now we talking. 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 So yeah, I tried to get this all set up and squared away last night, but I had a interesting knock on the door. Why did they do it in a damn zip folder? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I had an interesting knock on the door last night. The Mormons showed up, y'all. And it was one of the more interesting one of the more interesting encounters that I've had with the Mormons. One of the more interesting encounters. Now, it's funny because they pull up. I'm trying to set up the stream, get the mic check going, get everything going and whatnot, and yet I open the door because these niggas is banging on the damn door. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, hey, yo, who the fuck? I thought it was my homie because he was supposed to be pulling up and shit, right? I'm like, okay. I open the door. I guess 3 Mormons, but actually 2 of them wearing what I would call the wolves in sheep's clothing. You know, the suit and the tie and shit. You know how they be coming. They be coming like button to the goddamn brim. You know what I'm saying? They pull up on me. And what's interesting is there's two dressed in the shit, and then there's one civilian, right? And what's funny is the one civilian dude, as I'm talking to the ones that's repping the Mormon shit, I'm talking to him and shit, and I'm hitting them with the truth. Like, you know, why would I follow some shit or pray to a God that my people done prayed to for goddamn countless years and they never did no saving? Okay, so we know. So anyways, what was funny about this encounter is the one dude who was with them that wasn't wearing he was wearing civilian clothes, we'll say, right? He basically was tagging along with them, trying to see how they get down and how they move door to door. You know, looked like he was an apprentice, but Cuz was like fucking, he was older than me, shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, I ended up explaining to him that these dudes that you're with right now, they're trying to put you under a spell. They're trying to put you under some sort of witchcraft spell called the gospel. Okay? And I'm not capping. I'm going to show you exactly what I did since we have the power of the internet now. This is exactly what I showed him. I went just like this. Pulled this up in his face. Gospel. Okay? Simple as that. The word gospel literally means good spell. Okay? It's as simple as that. They're trying to put you on the spell. So, as I'm telling them this, right? As I'm telling them this, the two dudes who were wearing the Mormon shit, they was like, all right, fuck that. We're out of here. We're leaving. Yeah, let's get out of here. They was like, all right, Jay, thanks for your time. We're gonna go to the next door and whatnot. Woo wooty wooty woo. And I'm like, and I look at the dude who got civilian clothes on. I'm like, you see how they run? When they knock on the door and somebody actually has some common sense and some logic and understands some sort of history in some shape or form. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. You see what they do? And the dude who was wearing the civilian clothes, he looks at his Mormon buddies and he goes, hey, you guys can go. I think I'm gonna stay for a second. The damn Mormons turn around so goddamn quick. They was like, what? No, I'm like, nah, he's good. He said he's good. They were trying to press this nigga for the damn shit. It was actually sickening to see. You know, they was pressing this man. And I sat there and explained to him for a good 5-10 more minutes, and I let his ass know straight up, they trying to put your ass under a good, sweet Jeebus spell. Straight like that. Okay? Straight like that. And for that reason, they definitely showed up at the wrong door, fam. They definitely showed up at the right door, and it was the right door for bruh, because I broke down everything that it was that they was believing in, and you know what I'm saying? Cuz was able to at least leave knowing that these dudes don't have all the power. They can knock on the right door, for real. For real. Straight like that. All right, but let's get into this shit, man. That was why we needed a mic check, and I still do need a mic check. Make sure everything's good. Make sure I'm not too loud and shit, you know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Make sure I'm not too loud. Alright. I seen a picture. I want to start off with this. This is interesting. Okay. How do you move this shit? Let me see what it's like. Okay, yeah, look. This picture right here is this is the shit. Okay? This is why I do what I do. This is now, you know, this is why I do the rug pull. Okay? This shit right here. This is what motivates me. Because it's fucking evident that this is what we all go through. You see, you go on my channel, you see the video called Remember Yourself. Y'all probably seen it. If you've been tapped in, you seen the shit. Okay? I'm big on remembering yourself. For the most part, for me, I do not believe this is my first incarnation. I know this isn't my first incarnation. So the goal is, and here's the thing. So here's how it goes, okay? You get born, which is like, that's basically the worst thing that could happen, in a sense. You get born into skin. Christians like to say you're born in sin. The truth is you're born in sin. Okay? Now you get born. And from being born, it causes you to forget your true identity, which is you are more than just this physical body in which we're all living in and experiencing this matrix through. This is the key. This is the key right here. You forgot what the fuck it is and what the earth is, because clearly this ain't the only time you've been here, right? So this is where the matrix comes in. Okay, so they understood this was some shit, and they created this, which is the matrix. The physical world, people get caught up in the material aspect. They get caught up living their actual, they get caught up living in the physical world like this is the real deal, Holyfield, if you will. Like this is the main objective of existence, Earth. Like if I don't get this done, then I'm gonna be a failure in all senses of cosmic anything. Like, first of all, no. Okay? So here's the thing. People get caught up in life, paying bills, paying off debt, going to work, raising children, making a difference on Earth, you know. And then here's the thing. The human avatar expires before I learn all of my lessons. Now, I truly think that is very key. I think that's key. Because this is what typically happens to your... This is literally whoever made this, this is the average human experience. The average human experience looks something like this. You get born, you forget who you are, and your divinity, and your true nature, right? And you end up caught up in this physical world, believing that your life means something in the grand scheme of the cosmos, right? And you end up dying and getting born again. This is right here. Why do you think that they have this picture? Why do you think this picture exists? Okay? This is this. Let's make it smaller. Come on, Kara. This is this. Okay? This is what the ancients called the wheel of samsara. Right? The wheel of samsara. Now, this is exact same cycle. This is the mundane version of this science right here. You know, this artistic description of the incarnation into the physical. And the wheel and cycle of, you know, coming back and doing the same shit all over again. The wheel of samsara. So this is where I come in. Okay? And this is why it's important to study certain shit. People study things all over, anything, everything. It's important to study the right shit. Okay? That's why we dealing with mastering these elements of this wheel that we in. You feel me? We're already dealing with the remembrance process. We know who we are. Okay? We know who we are. Divine origin. Okay? Divine origin. The fallen angels. Okay? The ones that fell in fall. We are the ones that represent the gods who fell into the physical world. Okay? We fell into the material realm. We are those beings that was once up on high and fell down here and forgot. That's the key. Niggas forgot what the fuck it was and what it really, truly, truly, truly is. Okay? It's as simple as that. Getting caught up in this wheel and expiring because the human can expire at any time. You walk out, get hit by a goddamn bus while you driving, get smashed in some shit on some Final Destination shit. And then here you are. Avatar expired. Before you even figured everything out. Nigga, if I was to expire right now, shit, I couldn't tell you. I'd probably end up right back here. Boom! Hopefully not. But bing! Clearly I did it already. And here we are again, trying to remember my true identity, dodge the fucking drama of the material reality before my avatar expires. Okay? This is the key. This is the goal. This is what we're dealing with. Straight like that. Straight like that, straight like that, straight like that. And I mean that. Okay? We are caught in the physical world. The physical world is some bullshit. Okay? Literally. Physical world is some bullshit. So we're going to deal with a lot. We're dealing with mastering these elements and dealing with these cosmic forces that play on us while we're down here in this wheel. See, a part of remembering The true identity is remembering all the knowledge that is associated with your true identity. If you understand that your soul is cosmic in origin, and if you understand that your human makeup is also composed of the same shit that is made up in the stars, especially the melanin, the high carbon, right? High carbon content, right? When you understand that your body and your soul is composed of the elements of the ether and also the cosmos. The cosmos, okay? This is very important to remember. This is very important to remember. There's things that we must remember while we're down here so that when we're down here, we don't get caught up in the drama of material reality, which is the emotional side, the ordeals, and that's what we was dealing with. That's what we was dealing with on the what you call it. Let me see. On the first one. Let me see. The 4 ordeals. This right here. Why do we end up on X? All right, whatever. So listen. This painting represents the elemental forces that are ever present in the cosmos and in the material realm as well. Okay. These forces play on your soul, your soul, your existence, your everything. Okay, so you see the picture. It is this is you, right? Now you see you. These are all meant to be the same person, and each one of these people, each one of these versions of him is holding one of said elemental forces. Okay, so it looks like he has fire. He's holding like some wind or some shit or whatever, some water or whatever the hell this is, and he has a club. Basically, you see all 4 of these ordeals, all 4 of them going for the kill. These elements are here to make you or break you. They can make you or break you. People crash out because they cannot handle the elemental forces of the universe. They're too ever powerful, and that leads to self-deletion at an all-time high rate. It leads to drug addiction at an all-time high rate. It leads to mental health issues at an all-time high rate. It leads to a plethora of negative effects when these ordeals get the best of you. Because each element arises to test a certain part of your soul. Okay? So, knowing that, this is why we're dealing with mastering the elements. Okay? We already spoke on how to transmute said energy. Okay? That's something you got to work through. All right? That's not the hardest thing to do. It's something that you just have to do. All right, we're not gonna overcomplicate said shit. Straight like that. Come on, got the chat over here. Like I said, I can't even, the way this shit is set up, it's really kind of fluky. I'm trying to figure this shit out. This pretty much is phase 2. Phase 2 of the rug pull. This is what it looks like. Okay, we're trying to put this shit together. We're trying to up our production. I'm investing in myself. I'm trying to bring out this knowledge in a good way, in a presentable way, So I appreciate y'all that do come through and tap in. I do truly appreciate that. You feel me? Those of you guys who did happen to click the subscribe button and hit the damn like button, I fucks with you. Simple as that. If you ain't hit the damn like button, hit the damn like button. Come on. Like the video. Okay? Actually, or don't like the video. Because this really don't need to be in everybody's algorithm like that, for real. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So, where we at? PDF coffee. All right, we're going to deal with some text. Okay? There's some key shit that we need to break down and we need to understand. Do I have the entire book? No. That's fucked up. I only have 98 pages. That's not what I wanted. But I should be able to get to some of the shit that I want. I did not know that. Somebody text me a website that got the PDFs so I can get the whole book real quick. But we're about to deal with some of the shit. I got something for y'all. For sure. And all the shit ain't even past that damn far in the shit anyway. Okay, what are we doing? It ain't even... Okay, hold on. Let me see. All right, boom. Let's deal with it. You know, I got this shit up. You know what I'm saying? I got the book here. Now I can actually bring up the book. This is what phase 2 of the rug pull look like. Okay? Not only do I don't have to read the damn shit and try to flip the phone and do all the extra shit. You know, I can now pull the shit up. You dig what I'm saying? This is phase 2 of the rug pull. You dig what I'm saying? Phase 2. All right? So, like I said, with the Samsara wheel, where we at? Like I said, we're dealing with some bullshit. This is some bullshit. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is no. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I see it. I see it as some bullshit. So being that we're down here stuck into some bullshit, right? Right? And I want to shout out my bro. He called me the other day. And, you know, he went through a real tough time. This is one of my right-hand men. I got no real, you know what I'm saying? Listen, that's my brother we're talking about. All right? This man went through the ringer. Bro went through the ringer. I'm talking about was in homeless camps and shit and bounced all the way back. Just tightened up his life, and then his number one person died, which was his grandma and shit, you know. And I finally got a chance to holler at him, and he was like, yeah, man, you know, my Graham Dooney's died. Everything's just been, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop. And you know what I told him? I said, bro, ain't life just some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? And he said, yes. If I would have knew what this shit was, I might not have brung no lives into this life. You know. And that kind of made sense, because when you incarnate people, this is exactly what they're dealing with. Okay? So being that we're incarnated and this is what we're dealing with, all right, we're going to deal with the influences, the energies that influence those that are stuck in the wheel of samsara. Right? So when you deal with the material plane, okay, the material plane is not the cause, if you will. The material plane is not the origin. It is not the how would you put this? It's not the start, it's not the beginning. When people on earth, we have this, especially, the mortals on earth have this conceived notion in their head that we are the originators of shit and the cause and the pretty much the gods of the universe, if you will. Like, people down here think that we actually can it's weird. I can't really put it in the but I'm about to break the damn shit down. Man is the microcosm. Okay? Man is the microcosm. Remember that. The planets above are the macrocosm. That is very important to remember. Okay? Man himself is a small universe. but not the universe. So when you look at, I'm trying to find this other page in this book real quick so I could just flow like water. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my whole everything together. Where's that page at, guys? Who fucking knows? Who knows? All right. Anyways, let's look at this. Okay, planetary positions, cause. Okay, now we're dealing with the astrological aspect. It was just a super. They called it a damn super blood. What they call it? Super blue blood moon. Some shit that was just the other night, last night or some shit like that. Had niggas coming to me at work talking about you see the moon and shit. I'm like, nigga, no. I was asleep. Straight like that. Oh, I found the damn shit. Okay, that's page 276. Hopefully I got the whole shit. Okay. Hold on, let me write that down. Yeah, like I said, you see the moon was all hella big and shit. That's some shit going on up there. That's a cause. You feel me? And when the moon and the sun go like this in front of each other, that's a cause, right? Planetary positions, cause. Gravitational field changes, that's a cause. Tidal wave effects inside the sun, that's a cause. Solar flares from these tidal waves, you feel me? Gas eruptions from the sun, cause. Solar wind, particles from the sun hitting the earth, that's a cause. Ionospheric changes, moon's gravitational field is another cause that deals with the change of the ionospheric changes, right? Boom. Boom. Alpha waves, causes. Child sensitive to particular position. This is good. This is good. Okay? That's a cause. Now, emotional changes in the individuals. That is the effect. This is what I mean when I say I'm talking about man being the microcosm. This is some deep shit. Okay? This is some deep shit. You have to understand, the shit that goes on down here is because of the cause. The people on earth are not the cause. They are the effect. And when you really study these charts and shit and you look at certain conjunctions between certain planets, even through history, certain shit line up there, shit going down here. Certain shit line up there is causing all types of shit going down here. We're going to break down a lot of this shit on here. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. So, knowing and seeing that, we got causes, which is these, okay, so look. All of that breaks down to these waves coming down. Everything is based on waves, frequencies, vibrations, all of the shit. This is why your natal chart is important, because when you were incarnated, if you will, here on Earth, there were certain waves smacking the Earth. Do you get it? There were certain waves smacking the Earth which would make you sensitive to particular planetary positions. You may not know why you act a certain way, or why you may feel a certain type of way, but it may be because you are sensitive to certain planetary configurations and conjunctions and other different aspects, if you will, right? That's why it's important to know thyself. Man, know thyself, and I will know God. Okay, so like I said, on a larger scale, Like I said, these alpha waves or these different rays that come from mainly, all the planets, you know what I'm saying, the sun being the strongest one, these cause emotional changes in individuals. I can tell you from a person who lives in the Pacific Northwest, someone who goes a long time without seeing the sun. Trust me when I say the sun has an effect on how a person feels. It's not a game. I feel different when the sun is out. I feel different when the sun is not out. It's an energy thing. So if I can sense the subtle difference in just just that planet, and there's hella other planets around it, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, the ancients have always known that this has an effect. All right, straight like that. And this is how it goes. It's a trickle-down effect. It's a trickle-down effect from all the way down from the planetary positions, the gravitational field changes, which, the tidal waves, which make solar flares, which causes solar wind, which causes ionospheric changes, you feel me, which causes these two. It's particular sensitivity to certain planetary positions, which is a natal effect upon birth, or the transiting effect, which is as these shit's going on, you feel me, you end up feeling it in different ways, you feel me, based on different planetary positions and your sensitivity, you know what I'm saying, to said transitings, planets in transit, right? So also the moon clearly has a big part to do with all of this as well, hence why your moon sign is very important, because it's dealing with energy. If the moon could pull the damn tides along the whole earth, you damn right that moon has something to do with your emotional tide as well. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right, let's move forward. Where we at? Page 71. Actually, no. That's crazy because I do have the whole book in here. I just don't think they're numbered like that. Hold on. So, what chapter is that in that book? Hold up, y'all. Page. Okay, 70. Okay, yeah. So where are we at? Okay. All right, hold on. Where we at? 71. All right, so let's read something. I can't highlight this shit. But I'm starting right here. It says, indeed, all physical and mental life is a manifestation of energy. And when the great astrologer Dan Reuter wrote, the planets in a chart represent modes of functional activities within a organized whole. He was probably referring to the specific energies that operate in each of us. Probably the reason we've overlooked the energy foundation of all astrological phenomena is the fact that it is too obvious. It is too obvious. So here's the thing. People like to overcomplicate shit and make things more difficult than what it really truly is. It's not that difficult. Okay? The planets are a form of energy. I just showed you. They give off a cause. When they move and transit and do that shit, there's a cause. Okay? Now it says planets in a chart represent functional activities within an organized whole. You have different planets in different areas in your chart, which shows that you have different you have different parts of you that have different energy, if you will. So if you know there's energy lined up in you in certain areas, you got to know where that energy is lined up so you can make the most of that energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. Straight like that. Let me go over to this next page. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. We're dealing with this energy. Hold on. So where are we at? It says that we're going to start from right here. It says the reason the natal horoscope is drawn for the exact moment of the first breath is is that it is only then that the newborn human organism begins to exchange energy with the universe in an immediate way, uninfluenced by the energies of the mother at the moment of the first breath. The infant begins his own rhythm of life. He establishes his own individual attunement with the energies of the universe. Astrology indicates that certain specific energies and energy patterns are established at birth and continue to operate within life and through the individual during the course of his entire life. If anything in astrology can be fated or predetermined, it is his initial attunement to the energies of the cosmos that take place at birth. But what any individual, it can only be determined within the limits of the astrologer's experience. Okay, whatever. So know that it is important to note your chart's important, your natal chart's importance, because when you came out and was disconnected from your mother, this was the first moment that the energies of the universe and of the cosmos began to start to play on you as a single functioning organism. You dig what I'm saying? It began to play on you as an individual separate from your mother. Going back to page 37 on that chart, you see those energies that were first felt upon the child and impressed on the child like a stamp, cosmic stamp. Those are the energies in which that person will be, like I said, sensitive to, strong in, all the shits. You know what I'm saying? It's important. Okay. Now we're dealing with these elements. We're gonna bounce right over here. Okay, right over here. It says the four elements of astrology: fire, earth, air, and water are the basic building blocks of all material structures in organic wholes. Each element represents a basic kind of energy and consciousness that operates within each of us, just as modern physics shown that energy is matter. These four elements interweave and combine to form all matter. When the spark of life leaves the human body at death, the four elements all disassociate and return to their primal state. It is only life itself manifesting in an organized living whole that holds the four elements. All four are in every person, although each person consciously more attuned to some types of energies than others. Each of the four elements manifests in three vibrational modalities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Hence that we combine the four elements with the three modalities, and we have 12 primary patterns of energy, which are called the zodiac signs. So we have to understand, okay, that the elements, okay, are ever present in every human being. All the elements of the universe. The four main ones that they talk about, and I believe there's a few more when you deal with different systems around the world. Over in the Far East, I believe they add elements such as wood and metal. And what's interesting, those are the two elements I work with for a living. I sharpen the steel saws that cut down the wood trees. Straight like that. All right. And I deal with the green earth and the fire and wind when I'm on lunch break. So we pretty much deal with all the elements in my day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? Where do you? All right, now, like I said, each element represents a basic kind of energy and consciousness that operates within each of us. Now, that is very important, okay? Because when you get to knowing yourself, right? When you know yourself, right? And we're going to use myself for an example, right? So, knowing, you see this right here, you have each one of these different signs that we all have, right? Each sign is attached to a different element. And in your chart, when you look at your chart, right? You have, here's my chart, right? You can see your own breakdown. So let me pull up this one right here just so you can see. Okay, this is how you know yourself. Because let me read that again. Each element represents a basic kind of energy and consciousness that operates within each of us. Each element represents a basic kind of energy and consciousness that operates within each of us. So if you see you got these planets in your natal chart, you can look and see which element that they are in, right? And you see which ones you are more heavily attuned to. You know, for example, here's 3 earths right here in air, 2 more earths, 3 more airs, 1 water, and 1 fire. So I could tell you off tops, I have 4 earth, 4 water, 1 fire, and 1 water. I believe I have 5 cardinal signs. Now, this is why it's important to understand what all of that means within yourself, you know, because I know, like I said, my chart, one would say, I would determine based on me having only one planet in only having one planet in Leo. I only have one fire planet, or one planet in a fire sign, if you will, aside from my rising sign, which is a fire sign, right? But I only have one specific planet that is in a fire sign in my breakdown or in my makeup, right? I'm mainly dealing with air and earth. So knowing that, one would say I'm lacking fire or I'm lacking water. So knowing what those 2 elements represent, what fire means, what water means, what air means, all of the different things of that nature, is how you find out and determine how your energy is structured within yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Depending on how many earth signs you have, you know, depending on how many water signs you have, and etc., will determine how the energy manifests and plays out within your own individual makeup. Oh shit. Just dropped the whole fucking iPad. Straight like that. So yeah, moving forward, let's move down right here to this next paragraph. It says the zodiacal signs have also been called energy fields, archetypal patterns, universal formative principles. These are all names for the same reality. So when people get to talking about archetypes of the collective unconscious and what Carl Jung could be talking about with the psychology and whatnot, here's the kicker. This is astrology and psychology. The modern psychologist does not incorporate the astrological makeup into his work or her work, and therefore their work lacks tremendously. But here's the thing. People don't or won't incorporate astrology into their psychology simply because they're subconsciously Christian. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I don't care what your religion is. Or you're not, fuck that. You're a Catholic. Straight like that. If you are afraid to incorporate astrology into psychology, you're probably a Catholic, you know. And knowing that, you know, Catholics are typically afraid of dealing with certain things like astrology because they think it's witchcraft. They think it's some form of divination or some form of, I don't know what they think it is, some devil shit, okay? Now, the psychologists have deemed it pseudoscience. So you have to understand, in the science, people in the science field, the astronomers and things like that, they've deemed it what you call pseudoscience. Now, we have to understand, in the way the world is set up now, if the white man does not, if he don't say it's real or does not confirm the science as being legitimate, it's not real. So people might wait for, you know, those in power to tell them that, oh, you might want to look into these things and whatnot. But one of the people who people base their psychology on, who is Carl Jung himself, he's said it, that he goddamn has to study the damn natal chart in order to get a better understanding of the psychology of a person. I deal with this right here. Where are we at? I deal with this right here. I forgot my true identity. I forgot my true identity. So, being that I'm trying to remember all things about myself and know myself, at least in this incarnation, I can learn some shit, learn all my lessons, learn how to transmute these fucking ordeals when these ordeals pop up. I could transmute these ordeals when they pop up and be able to work with the energy and not get consumed and beat up. Like I said, remembering how the energy works, I remember how the energy lines up. So therefore, when the fire ordeal is tested, or when I'm tested by fire, when I'm tried by water, when I'm tried by air, or I'm tried by earth, you know, I can use my goddamn fucking shit to beat them over the head, and I'm not getting beat up by the elements. You know, this is what mastering the force is talking about. Okay? This is what mastering the force is talking about. Straight like that. So, like I said, these zodiacal signs have also been called energy fields, archetypal patterns, universal formative principles. These are all names for the same reality. These universal formative principles are the living realities which astrology symbolizes, and they are identical with Jung's archetype. What Jung says about the archetype can also be applied to the fundamental nature of the zodiacal energy patterns. It seems to me probable that the real nature of the archetype is not capable of being made conscious, that is transcendent. It is indeed the true being made conscious that is transcendent. If indeed the true nature of the energy patterns represented by the zodiacal signs is transcendent and unknowable, the most I can do to give a hint of the sort of energy patterns mentioned here is to tell you to look at, scroll down for you guys, your own hand. The same energies which built the unique patterns in the palm of the fingertips continue to vitalize and sustain not only the body but also the psyche. That is some interesting shit. Okay, I want you to think about that. That means, okay, hold on, where we at? That means that your natal, okay, that was impressed upon your soul. This is the, like I said, the same energies. This right here is the same energies that built the unique patterns in the palm of the fingertips. Okay, the energies of the cosmos is ever present in creation, ever present in creation. Okay, even of the physical body being formed in the womb of the Great Mother. Okay, you got to understand the human is brought forth in the womb of the Great Mother, you know, of the woman. Okay, that's some powerful shit. She is able to form an entire universe, a miniature universe in her body. That is some shit. That is God level. The woman is God level. Okay, the woman is God level. This is why she was the first goddess. She was the first God on earth. Okay, the Great Mother. All right, straight like that. She was the first God on earth, the Great Mother, the Great Cosmic Mother. Right. Now, let me jump down. Hold on. Okay, let me jump down real quick. Okay, listen, right here. Okay, it says, if we can accept the reality of psychic forces, we can surely accept the reality of unseen builders of life, material, and psychic. These unseen builders are the primal energy patterns or the formative principles of the universe. Jung calls them the archetypes because they have been active in molding all life on this planet since the beginning of time. Astrologers call them the zodiacal signs and are mainly concerned with them in relation to the way they manifest in beings as personality types. Okay? And I think that's very important to understand how they manifest in beings as personality types, because you have to deal with beings on Earth. Unless you're on some straight hermit shit, isolated in a goddamn cave, you know what I'm saying, not having to deal with the world or deal with people. If you have to deal with people, if you're a woman that has to deal with men, if you're a man that has to deal with women, you have to understand you're gonna be dealing with people. It's important that you understand these archetypes and how these energy patterns manifest in certain people. Straight like that. Straight like that. This cat at my job asked me, he's new into the department in which we work in, sharpening the saws and shit, saw filing. He asked me, he was like, yo, why is it that we all can connect on certain conversations like this and it just flows so well? I said, well, I'm a Libra, you're an Aquarius, this nigga's a Gemini, and you're a Gemini. In my personal opinion, it's because we're all air signs, and air signs deal with the intellect, and love being stimulated by intellectual shit, So if I didn't know the astrological aspect of that, I'd just say we were 4 guys or 5 guys that just get along very well, But on the deeper aspect, we all share a same type of energy makeup in me and in them. Okay, in my chart, you see 4 air signs, right? So there's some air going on, I know their sun signs. I don't know everything else. I know their sun signs have to deal with the air element. People who share certain shit like that, that's maybe why you have certain things in common with certain people. You may, and this is why I say it's important, because we end up dealing with relationships. You end up having relationships with people, but you also have relationships with your family, your friends, and people that you work with and things like that. Now, forget the people you work with. Those people you just have to see for X amount of hours, whatever. But the people that you live with and, were born around and raised with, it's interesting once you actually start to get a little deeper and see the energy patterns and look at it from a certain way, because then you, as being more conscious of how this energy manifests in people, may be able to deal and or help said people, because that's really what this shit is all about. That's the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Shout out to whoever the hell's in here or whoever the hell chose to click on the video and make it this far to begin with. Shout out. Okay. Now, like I said, where we at? Okay. 73, 74, 75. Alright, hold on. Let me move on. Oh, yeah, shit, hold on. Where we at? Let's scroll down here real quick. Let's check this out. Check this out, man. There's some interesting shit. Pause this shit. It's been on this for a second. Like, if you pause this shit and read it. If you ever catch this shit later, read this shit. Anyways, we're gonna start right here. Skip some of the shit. We're gonna read this right here. Because you see some, gates of the avatar and shit. All right, what does it say? The zodiac was considered by the ancients to be the soul of nature. And if we see zodiacal signs as the primary archetypal energy patterns of the universe, we can understand why the ancients gave such prominence to them. Okay? Such prominence. Let's go down. Okay, where are we at? This is why we find support in psychic readings of the clairvoyant Edgar Cayce, who stated that life is sustained in this cycle of vibration. Could the zodiac be referred to as a cycle of vibration? I think so. case also mentions every individual entity is on certain vibrations. You damn right we are. And all of this should explain what we call the zodiacal signs. Now, what about the planets? So that's interesting. That's interesting because what does he say? He said, could the zodiac a cycle of vibration? Yes, every individual entity is on certain vibrations. That is key. This is why you're able to resonate with certain people, because you guys are vibrating on a similar, a similar path. On a similar wavelength, I told somebody earlier, the reason why people can't get with, because you guys are on different wavelengths. The reason why we all connect is because we all resonate with that air quality made up in us, So let's jump down here to this chapter right here. Some interesting shit. Okay, man has long been conceived as a microcosm of the entire universe. Ancient yoga speaks of the chakras as energy centers within each person, and many esoteric schools of thought have correlated various chakras with certain planets. This also is because the planets are related to us by the same vibratory energy waves which are latent within us and to which we respond. These chakras, therefore, are the centers within us which correspond to certain centers of energy in the solar system. Okay, the sign that a particular planet is in reveals the attunement of that energy or wave forth within us. The planet generally symbolizes basic forces or active centers in the solar system, which manifest as fundamental psychological functions, urges, needs, and motivators. So this is, hold on. The planets in the signs serve, as it were, the primary stimuli in the energy fields of all the signs. They symbolize the universal principles which regulate all energy functions in any organic whole. Another way of expressing this is to say that the planets characterize a mode of energy exchange between the individual human being and the universal storehouse. They represent the major active principle which from the character and motivate all types of self-expressions simultaneously on every level, mental, emotional, and physical. Now that is some interesting shit, okay? That is some interesting shit, okay? So you have to understand, you have all this different energy manifesting around you. Each planet, like they just said, what does it say? The microcosm. Okay, the chakras within each person are correlated with certain planets. So there's no running from this. People that want to deal with the yoga and all that chakra shit and all that, there's no that energy is still as above, so below. How you think that energy gets its energy? They're all lined up with the planets. If they didn't have nothing to do with what was going up and above, why the fuck did they say it did way the fuck back when, and why the hell is it still associated with it to this day? Why the hell did the ancients associate certain planets with certain energy centers on the body? Why? If it had no correspondence, okay? This is because the planets are related to us by the same vibratory energy waves which are latent within us to which we respond. Remember what I said earlier on the earlier page. You're sensitive to certain transiting planets, based on what energy and where and how it's attuned in what area or aspect of your life, Now, where was we at? Okay. Now, this is interesting right here. I read this. I was like, hey, yo, this is some shit. In the ancient terms, the planets symbolize the gods which must be worshipped. I don't believe in worshiping any goddamn god. But why does it say that? It says the ancients terms, the planets symbolize the gods that must be worshipped. This means it means that these fundamental life forces cannot be ignored, except at the peril of the individual. They must be recognized and paid due attention and accepted. then the energy inherent in them can be consciously directed. All right? Consciously directed. If we are not aware of these forces in our lives, then we are at the mercy of them. It's as simple as that. Okay? And the great sin for the Greeks was hybris, which indicated that the individual had the audacity and foolish pride to ignore the gods in some way. Naturally, the gods, the nemesis, explosion, pent-up forces, or Papa Channel, followed inevitably. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. When you ignore the gods, they're gonna punish your ass. You don't want to give Saturn his due praise? Kronos, you want to give him his due praise? Say less, nigga. Say less. You don't want to acknowledge Mars, that he is who he is, the god of war? Say less. You will soon figure out when he unleashes his rage within you, you know. And this is why it's important to be conscious of how the energy is lined up in your ass. Because like they said, the ancients, I like how they put that. That's real key right there. You know what I'm saying? That's real key. Straight like that. Deal with a couple of these elements real quick. Okay, we're going to master the elements. We're going to be saying the good shit for a little bit deeper into the damn video. Because, you know, I like to shake off the ones that don't. You know. Shake them up. Shake them off. Where we at? Page 93. The ones that ain't ready to really tap in for real. Okay, it's Friday. High day. Where we at? 95. We close. 94, 95. Okay, let me go back. 93. Where we at? Shit. Been up since before the birds. Okay, where we at? Hold on. Sum it up. The fact is that the elements represent specific types of consciousness and perception, as Dr. Rainer Johnson quote indicates, that they reveal the ability to experience certain realms of being and to tune into certain fields of life. Experience has important ramifications that will be dealt with in later detail. Okay, boom. That is that. No. Hold on, no. Hold on. Listen, y'all. This is some shit. Listen, it says the elements have traditionally been divided into two. Hold on. Let me go back up here. The fact that the elements represent specific types of consciousness and perception. The quote indicates that they reveal the ability to experience certain realms of being and to tune into specific fields of life experience. Holy fuck. And the only reason why I say holy fuck is simply because when you look at my chart, right? For an example, you look at my chart, you see Scorpio, only water sign in my chart. Scorpio, okay? That means I am drastically lacking water in my chart. So remember, these elements, water, represent specific types of consciousness and perception. I'm lacking water, which means I have a certain type of consciousness and perception. Okay, and they reveal the ability to experience certain realms of being and to tune into specific fields of life experience. So being that I'm lacking in that water department, I have to do things to seek out those specific fields to seek out the feeling and the energy in those specific life experiences. Okay, which is very interesting. You know what I mean? When you're lacking a certain element in your life, you will be drawn to gain experiences in that. Okay, so somebody who has a lot of water in their chart, generally speaking, would be a person who is more deeply in tune with their feelings, or more deeply of a feeler on the emotional side. Not saying that they are emotional, they're just, water signs are deeper on, you know what I'm saying, feeling their emotions and their intuition and things like that. You know, I, lacking water, you know, all my experiences have been, oh my God, they have been drawing out my lack thereof. Okay, I'm missing that, and also I've also had my ass kicked by this water element many times because of my lack thereof feeling, if you will. And that's caused certain shit to go down because of how I act. I just act like me. Clearly, I'm not conscious that I'm lacking water, and I should be more empathetic, you know, to be, you know, to counterbalance my lack thereof. I should be conscious of the fact that I naturally wouldn't give a fuck, or could naturally hurt someone's feelings in that sense, you know. So, therefore, especially when dealing with knowledge, oh my God, straight cutting people down to the brim. Are you serious? With the knowledge, you dig? So it's like, hey, I don't know. That's on me. And like I said, now that I'm conscious of the energy, I'm able to work past it and work with it. Straight like that. Work past it and work with it. Now I'm conscious of the fact that I ain't got no damn water in my chart, you know. I gotta be more cautious of that, you know. Straight like that. So understand how these elements make up in you. Because like I said, if we dealing with the ordeals that are going to manifest in you, there's going to be times where you're going to be tested by certain elements, and you're going to have to pull out some goddamn Avatar Last Airbender shit and really hit some Kamehamehas on some niggas when it comes to, you know, battling these ordeals, you know. It's an elemental war, right? It says the elements right here. The elements have been traditionally divided into two groups, fire and air being considered passive and self-expressive, and water and earth considered passive, receptive, and self-repressive. These two groups are the same basic divisions of Chinese philosophy, yin and yang, which is water and earth, or yin, which is water and earth, and yang, which is air and fire. They are also identical with the Greek conception of the two expressions of energy, Apollyon, fire and air, which is actively and consciously form life, and the Dionysian, water and earth, which represent the forces that manifest unconsciously and instinctively. Okay? So, let me see. We got these fire signs. Understand, like I said, there's multiple. Okay? Check this book out, you know what I'm saying? Fire signs, high spirits, great in faith. Okay, you know how these different energies manifest. That's some astrology 101 type shit. Okay, that's 101 with it. Right? Now I want to switch over to another book. Mind you, this book is called Astrology, Psychology, and the Four Elements. Stephen Arroyo, he's pretty good. I like him. He's got it figured out. Especially with the whole with the psychology part too, because this is my base. You know, both of these is becoming a good base and foundation. You need to have this base just to deal with the occult realm. But I love psychology and dealing with, you know, the mind, the psyche, the soul of the individual. Okay? Straight like that. Straight like that, straight like that, straight like that. Let me see. Make sure I'm not missing nothing in this joint. Master the elements, cuz. Master the fucking elements. Alright, let's move forward. I gave y'all the book. We can move forward. Yeah, y'all the book. Where we at? The Light of Egypt. The Science of the Soul and the Stars, yo. Is that a fucking swastika? I can't even zoom in. Yo, YouTube. Oh, it's a swastika for sure. But on the other hand, this is some high science, so I know it's not affiliated with the it's not affiliated with those people. YouTube. You know how you guys feel about that? It's not affiliated with those people. That is some this is some high science. It's probably from ancient India. You dig? So please don't cook me. Please don't cook me. Please don't shoot me down. 'Cause I'm fly. I'm high. That's that Carter 3. If you don't, then ponder. Hold up. Pop, pop. There's a reminder. I ain't kinda hot. I'm sauna. I'm sauna. With one fire sign. Okay, hold on. Where we at? This is the light of Egypt, the science of the soul and the stars. This is This book is so deep and advanced and shit like that. It's like, yo, you better get a good base. You better get a good base. You better have a good base. Okay, because this is definitely more on the occult side, more on the esoteric side, and things of that nature. Okay. What page did I write down? 274? I'm like, yeah, B. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Please don't shoot me down. Boom, 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 boom. That song slaps, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. Alright, we ain't gonna play that. Hold up. Pop, pop. There's a reminder. I almost put on that Wayne for y'all, though, while I'm looking for this shit. 274, where we at? Hold up. Pop, pop. Oh, no. No, I'm all fucked up. I wrote that down hella fast at the beginning and then fucked it up. Hold on. Oh, shit. Y'all know me sponsored by Poop Out, right? All right. Now, where are we at? To what? Because why didn't I write that down? I wrote it down, but I wrote it down hella sloppy, though. People get texting my damn phone. Shh. Almost done. Shh. Hold up. Pop, pop. There's a reminder. All right, hold on. So, like I said, this is the light of Egypt, the science of the soul and the stars. Listen, though. The science of the soul and the stars. There's a reason why there's science in the damn stars. And your soul is connected by the stars. I'm trying to figure out what page it was that I wrote down. Because clearly, it was in the 200s. The 200s. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods. I'm in a new book. I mean, it's not new. I've been reading this shit for about 3 weeks. Oh, 276. How the fuck is that a 6? Holy fucking shit, bro. Holy fucking shit, bro. Bro, fucking sloppy as a bitch. Yeah, man is the planetary organism. I like this picture. This is a shit. See, Mercury, Venus, no, Mars, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter. Okay. Like I said, this is the science of the soul in the stars. You feel me? We're deep. I'm deep. I'm taking you guys deep because, you know, you can read the book if you want to. You probably won't make it to 276. So I'm going to read it for... Whoa. I'm going to read it for you. Yeet. Why is this not the same in the PDF as it is in the damn actual text? Chapter what? Hold on, y'all. The PDF, the shit ain't lining up. I'm looking at something totally different than what I'm seeing in the damn... To what? Oh, here we go right here. 282. All right, cool. We going, yeah. We found it. All right. It says, as the soul unfolds in the true spiritual light, the manifest unity between man and his divine source. And this is why I say you have to understand the source of all things, especially your soul. This is why we're dealing with the science of the soul in the stars. If you understand, going back to how I started this joint, here's the thing. Forgetting your true identity. You have to remember thyself and remember where it is that you come from, right? In the stars. This is a cosmic origin. If you have a soul, your soul does not originate here on earth. This is an effect. The cause was you falling and getting caught into the physical world and getting trapped into what they call the wheel. They getting this. This is what happened. So being that we got stuck in here, it's important to understand how all these different energies and elements play on your life while being stuck in this wheel called samsara. And unless you're big on, you know what I'm saying, remembering your true identity, you will continue to get caught up in the material drama of life. You will still get caught up in the influx and influence of said planets. And what I've been talking about for the goddamn past hour, to how these energies, these energy fields, these energy patterns in the form of stars, how they can, you know what I'm saying, get on your ass. And if you're not conscious of it, you will end up getting caught up in the material drama of reality and end up fucking expiring before you figure out all this shit, okay? The reason why I'm doing this shit and I'm continuing to read, because it's continuing to teach me. Maybe I hop on here and stream or choose to read it again and do all this is for my betterment, so I better learn it. Who knows? Because this is things that I need to know and need to keep reminding myself of so I don't get caught up in the material drama of the actual matrix. You dig what I'm saying? Because we are dealing with the physical world. And no matter how much I believe that my life down here has a meaning to it in the grand scheme of the cosmos, I must remember my true identity so that I'm not caught up just coming back doing this same shit again all over and over and over and over and over again. Straight like that. Okay? Straight like that. So like I said, as the soul unfolds in its true spiritual light, the manifest unity between man and his divine source, also between man and the myriad of creations in the infinite universe, become a self-evident and absolute fact. But unfortunately, the undeveloped soul sees none of these great facts of unity and identity. Now, I believe that, okay? Because at one point in time, I was, that sucks. I was an undeveloped soul, okay? I was one of those souls that did not see any relation between my own soul and the cosmos and the stars and the planets and their influx and their influence on me. And by being ignorant to said influences on my own soul and psyche and mind and body and everything, my physical as well too. Yeah, I've had my ass whipped. Saturn is the number one, but Saturn, now that I figured out Saturn, that's the planet that everybody scares of. Nigga, that's the planet I fuck with the most. Why? Because Saturn is in my first house, dealing with myself. Everybody's scared of Saturn, nigga. I'm a Saturn nigga. I was born on Saturn's day. You know what I'm saying? So that constrictive energy and restrictive energy, all I had to do was learn how to work with it instead of working against the damn shit. You know? You learn to work with the energy and you somehow become the master of that specific energy and that specific element. Speaking of that specific element, what are we dealing with? What planet? Saturn. Right here. Saturn deals with the earth, of course, dealing with the material world. So you must master Saturn or you're going to do this shit all over again. Let me help you out. Help you out. If you don't remember you forgot. You know, you forgot. It's okay. I forgot too. It took me to my Saturn return to actually figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. It's fine. It happens to the best of us. I mean, what the fuck ever. Okay? But I remember now. So, remember, Saturn rules the material plane, the physical earth and whatnot. So if you don't remember, you will get caught up in all of the shit that Saturn creates. The illusion. The illusionary world. Okay? It's dealing with the physical earth and the material. Saturn rules over all things material. So if you do not remember your true divine origin, so people say getting hexed by Saturn. You know, if you do not remember your true divine origin, you just might be fucked. Okay, you might be. It might have to do this again. It's possible. I'm not sure. You know, I'm still remembering. I'm still in the remembering process, but I've been doing a lot of reading, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty much on the right path. Okay, and I'm trying to get you guys on this right path too as well. Master the energy. Don't let the energy master you. Master the energy. Master the shit. Remember, that's the earth element. Earth. Master it. Let's deal with it. Where was we? Okay, remember I said the undeveloped soul sees none of these great facts of unity and identity. So those, like myself, the profane, those who did not understand, I had no understanding because my soul, though I possessed one, was underdeveloped. I can agree with the author. Okay, and what does it say? Where do we go back? Right here. Nor perceives the vital relations existing between the soul and the stars. The facts of the one seem to him totally irrelevant to the facts of the other, while on the other hand, to the initiated seer, a true knowledge of the soul is impossible without a perfect understanding of the stars. Equally are the stars incomprehensible apart from the soul. You must factor in that which is above to understand that which is below. As simple as fucking that. Man, the microcosm, is in himself a miniature universe composed of infinite atoms, all right, which are in a constant state of action and reaction, not only among themselves, but also with the infinite atoms of the larger universe, the macrocosm. Hence, a true science of the soul cannot be founded which does not also include a true science of the stars. This is why I believe, after, I call myself not only a psychologist, but also an anthropologist as well. If you've watched some of my shit, go back and watch the damn, I got a video called Ethnobotany and Schedule 1, some shit like that. But dealing with the anthropological aspect of humans, I like how everybody around the world, every culture, had some wise men map the stars and its map the sun and it's traveled through the stars. It's very important. That's why we have seasons and all this shit now. People have calendars and an understanding of the moon and all this shit. This is some wise shit to be able to look up there and be like, well, and be able to figure out the relationship between those up there and down here. This is some advanced science. Okay, so those that are undeveloped in their soul, I get it. This video will be on YouTube for those that clearly it's for, right? Now, all right, where are we at? The science of the soul. The science of the soul. Oh, where's... Where? It's funny how the book is a little bit off from this. Oh, there it is. It follows that the deductions based upon the comprehensions of these higher relations, which are self-evident to the seer, will appear to the ordinary undeveloped human being as quite irrational and illogical. And that makes sense. I mean, I'm probably saying a lot of shit that is foreign to a lot of people, especially those that are on my Instagram following me every goddamn day. They're probably like, what the fuck? How the fuck? Why the fuck? Why is this nigga so obsessed with, or not obsessed, but they might feel like I'm obsessed. Why is he so obsessed with I am. I'm trying to remember myself, yo. And I feel like this is the key to remembering myself. Okay? It's a key. It's a really good key. And like it says in the text, the true science of the soul cannot be founded, which does also include the science of the stars. This is wisdom. I'm not going to argue with wisdom, and I don't expect everybody to understand wisdom. This is why it's talking about developed souls and undeveloped souls. Those that get it, and then those that just simply don't get it. Okay? Now, since the premises are to him incongruous and unrelated, with all such efforts at enlightenment are quite futile at the present state of evolution, but for the souls struggling to awake to their higher truths of their existence and destiny, this conclusion is added to help them grasp this grand union of the souls and the stars, this mystical chain which binds the multiplicity into unity as well as the diversity into identity. We have therefore to regard man in somewhat different light than which we have to hitherto considered him. We have now to behold him as a grand, intelligent, spirito-material center for the expression of the celestial forces. Make sure we're still on the shit. Okay. Upon the internal and external plane of God's universe. Man, broadly speaking, is a duplex mirror reflecting the stellar forces in two directions. I know this shit is real. Because when I first did my chart, I'm looking at the shit, I'm like, hey. Who the fuck is watching me? But I also was like, or is there like default, like, programming? I don't know. Fate or free will? Okay. reflecting the stellar forces in two directions. First, the astral influx from his body to the planes below humanity. Second, the finer ethereal essences of the stars from his soul to the aerial races in the spheres above. Okay? This is some shit. This first comprises 7 degrees of submundane life from the man to the mineral, forming as it were a lower octave of existence. The second is the ascending scale, or the higher octave of existence, containing 7 degrees of a supermundane life between the angel, and these 7 degrees of supermundane existence are the aerial races of bright immortal souls. The spiritual superiors of humanity is so far concerns the realms we inhabit and the more etherealized conditions which surround them. These are the planetary angles mentioned in the ritual of divine magic. The planetary angels, I said angles. The planetary angels do not exist upon various objective planets, so many occultists, whatever. Hold on. Cause they start going to some whole different shit, astro magic and shit like that. You guys are ready for that shit? You know, I'm trying to keep it real simple. You know, we're trying to deal with the basis of the shit. Man is the microcosm. Okay. Man is the microcosm. Let me get you guys to the. Hold on. Let me see something, guys. Let me see. Adam Catamon, nigga. Damn. I thought that was going to be easier to find the damn picture, guys. Whoa. Shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? There we go. Fucking goddamn right. Goddamn Adam Catamon, nigga. I need this image. Alright. Catamon. Adam Catamon. Hold on real quick. Where was we at? Let's go back a little bit. What page is that? Let's go to the page of my area code, man. Let's go to the area code 253, man. Where we at? 265. So many pages in this fucking book. Oh my fucking goodness. 254. Man, where's the beginning of the damn chapter? I forgot this shit ain't lining up like that. Oh my god. Alright. This is where I need to be. Chapter. There we go. Boom. Okay. The sun, the spirit, the soul. You see that in the middle? How you zoom in this motherfucker? Okay, I probably should have been did that for y'all. Let me see what that look like on the screen over here. I know you niggas like, damn, nigga, you could have been did that. Make it all bigger shit. But you ain't saying nothing in the chat, so I don't know what the hell y'all even thinking over there. You know, whatever. All right, but yeah, I wanted to show this, you know what I'm saying? You know, taste, hearing, scent, feeling, seeing. Yeah, no. All right, so listen, we're going to start right here. The 12 signs. It says the 12 signs constitute an innate latent possibilities of an organism, and they represent the constitution as a whole. In this light, we have considered them in the previous chapter. Okay, hold on. Well, on the other hand, the planets. Well, on the other hand, the planets constitute the active forces which arouse the latent. Hold on, where's that? The planets constitute active forces which arouse these latent possibilities. In the duplex of action of sign and planet, both natures come into play and produce the various results of external life. Man, the microcosm, is merely the sounding board, so to say, the reacting point for their ethereal and magnetic vibrations. Further, while the 12 signs represent the human organism as a form containing latent possibilities, the sun, moon, and planets represent the spirit, the soul, and the senses of that organism. Man consists of body, soul, spirit, as described in another different section. Booty booty woo. It says the constellations are the body. Where are we at? Pull it up, Cadmon, nigga. Okay. What does it say? I'm gonna read it. It says the constellations are the body. The moon is the soul, the sun is the spirit, and the 5 planets, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury, represent and express the 5 physical senses. It is in this light that the reader must consider the various natures of planetary influx described in this and succeeding chapters. Okay. A great many students of mystical science fall into serious error through failing to grasp this relation of the stars and the planets. With your ass. It's as simple as that. A relationship between all of these different constellations and you. It's as simple as that. Taurus in the neck. Gemini. Leo. Solar plexus. The middle. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, Scorpio, right around the genitalia. Libra, right around the gut. Virgo. How the fuck do all the constellations line up in front of man? How do they line up perfectly? Explain it to me if it's just some bullshit. If it's just some pseudo, how does this shit line up perfectly? Okay? Everybody's scared of that goddamn pentagram. You feel? Oh shit. Adam Cadmon. You feel me? Everybody's scared of goddamn pentagon or pentagram and shit. You know? The pentagram and shit. Yeah. And what is the pentacle? What is the pentacle? What the hell are we seeing? All the senses. 5 senses with the pentagram in the middle. You feel me? You see all of the different interior. These are called the personal planets. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter. The 7 early planets, the ones that, not including the sun and the moon and shit. These are the ones that have effect, more of a direct effect on your entire soul. And I say that because I'm reading from a book called the goddamn, what does it even say at the bottom? The union of the soul and the stars. It's as simple as that. It's a relationship. Okay? There's a relationship between the soul and the stars. Remember that. You forgot your true identity? I'm here to goddamn pull the rug. You're over here caught up in the drama of mortal life. The mortality. You don't expire before you goddamn remember your true identity. Skip all this. Remember yourself. Expire. Learn all your lessons. Fucking hit a damn 360 on the ass. Yaldabaoth. Yadalabah. How do you want to say cuz? Yeah, Yaldabaoth. Duck his ass. Duck his ass. The demiurge. Zeus. Duck his ass. Saturn, duck his ass. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Oh yeah, we're about to cook again. Going right back up this way. About to cook again. No way. No way. 289. Nigga, this book goes to goddamn 440. Bro, wait, what? This book has almost 500 pages. And you're not finna give me the whole shebang? That's some bullshit. First of all, zoom the fuck out. Hold on, cuz. Chapter 8. Wow, yeah, they definitely didn't do. They definitely gave, yeah. Well, that's where I come in. That's where I come in. Straight like that. Listen. What study is more sublime and inspiring and profitable in the highest sense than the language of the stars? Why you keep posting this shit? Why you keep talking about this shit right here? Why is it? I'm going to tell you why. Because it's fucking important. You want to make it out? You can help your goddamn kids navigate through life. People used to actually help their people. People used to actually help their people. There'd be a wise person in the damn city who knew, knew when everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know when a child's born, what they finna be on based on what the damn planet is at, where they gonna be at, and what they gonna be on. This is real life. These people who were watching the stars and watching the damn shit, they see somebody about to be born on a day like this, it may line up to, they might be having a teacher. You know? They might be having a doctor. A warrior. Born when Mars is in conjunction with something, you know? So, this is important. It says, what study is more sublime, inspiring, and profitable in the highest sense than the language of the stars? Those silent monitors of the midnight sky who reveal his will as secondary causes in the administration of universal law. The science of the stars is the divine parent of all science. Literally. The more earnest our study, the more recondite our research, and the more thorough our investigation of the science of the stars is, the more fully shall we realize the truth of the teacher's words. Astrology is the key that opens the door to all occult knowledge. It is the key that unlocks the mysteries of man's being and why, whence, whither. Within the temple of Urania lies the concealed mystery of life. The indices are there written by the finger of the infinite in the heavens above. It is our privilege to make this language our own, and it should be our earnest work of every true student of nature to acquire a right understanding and the correct interpretation of these divine symbols. What divine symbols? These divine symbols. Learn the damn shit. Simple as that. Okay? It should be the earnest work of every true student of nature to acquire a right understanding and correct interpretation of these divine symbols. And as thorough students of any language, seek out the derivation of the words and the expressions, search for the root or stem or so as a student of astrology, by sincere desire and earnest study, seek to know the origin and root of these starry words and complex expression, the language of the stars. You learn how to speak that language, you learn how to understand the mortals that happen to be, and the souls that happen to be trapped in this physical world, seeking in various different ways to express thyself. in various different ways to express ourselves. That's the entire meaning of these archetypes popping up in people, these latent forces, archetypes that, energy that people have lying dormant that they don't even know they have lying dormant. Energy that's forever present that they don't even know is there, or they may sense it's there, but it only pops up subconsciously, It says astrology is the key that opens the door to all occult knowledge, right? So if we were to go over here and see, this is true. I can attest. How do I know? Because I'm me, y'all. I'm me. Okay? All occult knowledge. Okay, let's take a look. Occult mysteries. The 8th house. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at my chart. Occult mysteries. Anybody who understands how to read astrology will know why I deal with all the shit. It says, or how I feel. It says, astrology is the key that opens the door to all occult knowledge. Let's be real. What the hell you think happened when I figured this shit out? Oop. What the hell you think happened with Jupiter in the 8th house? With my moon in the 8th house? With my Venus in the 8th house? Dealing with the occult mysteries. You know how big that shit was for me? It's huge, cuh. It's huge. Huger. So like I said, dealing with these signs of the stars is very important. Very important. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Is this shit making sense? I don't know who's in here, but shit, hopefully this shit was making sense to y'all. Trying to make rationale of the type of energy and the elemental forces that are forever playing on the individual. How they manifest as energy patterns. Let's go back to that one page. I want to end with that. I want to end with that page. Fucking screenshot that. Fucking screenshot. Oh, my fucking camera's in the damn way. See, I'm good. I'm glad I got that over there. Alright, camera's in the fucking way. Let me back the fuck up. Okay. Let me back the fuck up. Alright, so yeah, you get it. Hold on. We got some room to spare. Alright, listen. So listen. It's important. This is the language of the stars. And you have to understand where you're at. Where you're at. You're at the bottom, fam. You're the microcosm. I know we get all high-minded. That's the ego, thinking that you're the macrocosm and thinking that, woot. No. Alright. No. Okay, you're the microcosm. You're the effect. At the very bottom. You're the effect. Planetary positions. All these causes. Emotional change in individuals. The quickening child sensitivity to particular planetary position. Yes. So, like I said, understanding the science of this and the language of the stars is very important. I appreciate y'all coming through. If you did happen to make it this far in the video, appreciate it. Go ahead and drop your boy a like or some shit. Subscribe, tap in. I don't know. Don't really give a fuck. Gotta say it. So I'm trying to grow the channel in some way, So I do appreciate y'all sticking around, and for those who did actually catch this live, I appreciate you. You make this a little bit more simpler when I'm able to do it live and shit, you know what I'm saying? And interact with a couple of y'all in the chat who choose to say some shit. So again, like I said, peace to the gods. Peace to all the goddesses out there. You know, until the